in our Splash Live studios. Thank you for joining us all across West Bloomfield, Kegel Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake. My computer woke up, you heard that, and hopefully you are awake as well. The Splash Live is part of 90 minutes of live local television every day. It includes, of course, the Splash Live at 9:30, as we are now, and then the MegaCast at 10 o'clock with Tyler Keefe. Tyler broadcasting from his home today, and he'll be featuring stories all across our area, but also Oakland County and the state of Michigan. Yours truly, very local this morning, and we got a couple of great guests we'll tell you about just a couple of minutes. Easy to watch all of our programming on Comcast Channel 15. If you're in the Greater West Bloomfield area, you can watch us on AT&T Channel 99 as well on local cable. We're also on the web, civiccentertv.com. Go there, watch our video in full high definition, and check out our new program schedule. It's all there and updated. We'll talk more about that tomorrow on the program and give you the big news there, but I'm giving you advance notice, brand new program schedule on our homepage as well, along with all of our archives and a whole lot more. Thank you for watching us on social media. If that's where you tune in each and every day, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on the radio on 89.3 Lakes FM. Great as you head out of your house and drive into work or school or wherever you have to go to be able to program repeats several times also throughout the day on all of our outlets. Weather-wise, not too bad, but it was a little hazy yesterday, but it was really nice when the temperatures cooled off. They are not what it was, but back to more of like a summer-like day. 81 degrees are high. We'll have some clouds and sun, and what is not on the screen is haze. Bunch of it around 80 tomorrow and 77 on Wednesday. Really nice weather as we're just about out of school, and it's almost our travel season here in Michigan, and we've had the weather to make it great. Tomorrow we're going to get Chief Greg Flynn on the show. We haven't had any serious rain for a while, and I know in northern Michigan this has been a problem. There were some big fires in northern Michigan, one of them that closed down I-75 in the Grayling area. And just driving around here, I've not seen many media accounts, but driving around here, certainly lots of yards that could use some watering and lots of grass that is very dry. So whether there's been a warning issued or not, be careful. It is very dry in our area. So coming up on the program today, we're going to check in with Curt Lawson of the West Bloomfield Police Department, and Brian Peterson-Roest joins us from Bees in the D. Always a lot of fun talking about the health and just what bees do for us in our neighborhoods, making so many important things happen. So a little bit of honey coming up later on in the show. West Bloomfield Historical Society's got a map for you. We'll show it to you right now. If you're heading there this week, parking is going to be an issue. There's been a lot of construction, as we've been reporting on, at the Orchard Lake City Hall, and they're getting ready to now begin moving the Department of Public Works and making some final accommodations with the parking surfaces. So heed that map. Please, front end parking along Long Lake Road before the museum parking lot entrance. That lot will be closed. You can use City Hall parking from Orchard Lake Road. So going to the museum, and we encourage you to do so. Enter off Orchard Lake Road. Take your time moving around that intersection. So I joke with people that this show is not so big time that we can't do lost dogs and dogs that are looking for a home. So from the Ain't That Dog Cute department, let's meet Vinny. Vinny is one of the most popular dog breeds out there. It seems like everyone loves golden doodles, and why not? They are so cute. Vinny was born in 2022, loves to play fetch with the ball, loves his walks. He's a pretty mixed personality, loves to play a bit, but also likes to get a good nap. I can appreciate that. He sleeps through the night, fully potty trained, also has been crate trained through his foster mom, and rarely creates any problems. A wonderful dog. If you are looking for a dog, he's in the West Bloomfield location. You can send us an email. I forgot to put all the information on Facebook from the rescue that's taking care of these dogs, but send me an email and I'll connect you with Vinny. And sorry about not having that right here. Maybe we'll get that for you before the show. But Vinny, one of the many dogs that are available for adoption here in West Bloomfield. Talk about fun with the kids and dogs. You can't really take your dog, but you can take your kids to the twilight sessions at Lily Park Springs. Join us for these special sessions Tuesday from 6:30 until 8:30, and it's on Tuesdays running from June 6th until the 8th. So if you can't get your kids to Lily Park Springs, take advantage of the long days now and get out and enjoy all that is going on there. So jumping ahead, Jared, to our interview with Curt Lawson. We're going to get to him in just a minute. Why don't we take a real quick break? I'm going to get that information for you about Vinny, and then we'll be right back. Curt Lawson joins us from the West Bloomfield Police Department in just a moment. Good morning. I'm Dave Scott. Splash Live. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Stop by West Bloomfield Town Hall June 14th and get your health in check at the 14th Annual Greater West Bloomfield Health and Wellness Fair. Over 40 businesses, organizations, and vendors take the time to showcase healthy practices, tips, and resources for the community. Young or old, there's something for everyone and everybody. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wednesday, June 14th, the 14th Annual Greater West Bloomfield Health and Wellness Fair. This community update from Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome back. Splash Live. Dave Scott here. Thank you very much for joining us. Jared, do you have that picture of Vinny still there? Maybe we can put that picture back up there one more time. What a great looking dog looking for a home. There we go. Great shot of Vinny right there. The Almost Home No Kill Rescue is who you need to get a hold of if you've got a home for our good friend Vinny. Just go to almosthomeanimals.org and you will get all the information there. Joining us now from the West Bloomfield Police Department, Curt Lawson. Hey, Curt, how you doing?
Good. I think the chief of police might need a new dog, and it looks like a good fit.
If the chief is looking for a dog, I mean, that would be the greatest dog. Really easy to get along with. Those snickerdoodles or poodles or whatever they're called, they're very, very, very popular and a really cute dog. So tell the chief if he's looking for a dog, give me a call and get them all hooked up.
I'll let them know.
Okay. So, Curt, thank you very much for joining us. You've been working so hard as you do every year, not only in things going on in the police department, but many of our other community activities. The food truck rally, you've been right in the middle of that one since it began. This year, it's going to be even bigger and better as it's happening on a Saturday. Talk about it.
So we did move the date from a Friday to a Saturday, and we're going to expand the hours. So we're going to have it all day long from 11:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. And like you said, it's just a really big community event that brings everyone together. And we're going to have 21 food trucks. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have live music. We're going to have bounce houses, face painting. We're going to have it all. So you can come twice a day or maybe just once, but you're going to have an enjoyable time. And it looks like the weather is going to be pretty good.
It is. It's June 10th. It's this Saturday already. It's right around the corner. The weather's been unbelievable, and it is going to be nice this weekend. Should be great. And I just love the fact that we're going to have all day out there for the food truck rally because, you know, it's been hard in the past. You maybe have to work and you get there, and then before you know it, it's all over. Now we're going to have a lot of time, and this is all to raise money for West Bloomfield Youth Assistance, and I assume the longer hours and bigger event will help you raise raise more money as well.
Well, it's not so much about the money, it's just about the awareness. I've been part of this organization for quite a long time, and myself and the team that I work with, we really believe in it. We believe in what they do for families and kids throughout the Greater West Bloomfield area. They provide casework services, family education, mentoring, scholarships, and they, the kids that go above and beyond, we recognize them for our annual achievement presentation. So it's just a great organization that truly makes a difference. And we have the food truck rally really to spread the word about youth assistance and how effective it can be within our community.
Well, and it's good. It's a really great opportunity to have all generations there, right? Mom and dad can be there. There is a beverage tent for the adults. There's a lot of really fun things for the kids. There's a wide variety of music. It's a fun Saturday in a parking lot right in the epicenter of our community. So, I can't really think of a bigger, maybe the art fair, of a bigger outdoor event that happens in West Bloomfield, right there at Maple and Orchard Lake Road, for people to come hang out together. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to be great this weekend.
Right. It's right in the center of West Bloomfield, and our hats off to the Orchard Mall. That they're always there for us. They support us. They're a big sponsor, and we couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they had the Grand Prix downtown last week, and we got the food truck rally this week.
Right.
It's really one of our big things. Hey, just a couple other side stories here this morning, and I don't know if you saw this, but first of all, we have word that the 2008 Ford Crown Victoria, that was a squad car of Patrick O'Rourke and is owned by his parents, is going to be on display at the Sloan Museum in Flint at the end of the month of June. I assume you've seen that car. It is a living memory of an officer here in West Bloomfield who lost his life in the line of duty. And I think what a great way for him to live on through this vehicle and to be able to share his story with people.
Exactly. That vehicle is actually the vehicle that he drove around in quite a bit and patrolled our streets here in West Bloomfield. And it was very important to the family for them to have that car. So we were able to work out a purchase agreement. But, obviously Pat O'Rourke is in our heart. And all of us, we guys that have been around here and obviously we're part of that incident, we talk about it to our young people and just how dangerous this job can be. And we're going to make sure that we always remember the contribution of Pat O'Rourke and what an amazing police officer he was, but also what an amazing family man that he was.
Without question, and somebody that every person in our community can remember and look up to, and certainly celebrate his amazing contribution to our community. So cars are kind of big symbols for us today in the West Bloomfield Police Department. Let's totally shift gears and take a look at another car that you're using to kind of position the police department. Here we have a great shot of a Ferrari 328 GTS with a bunch of police officers wearing Hawaiian shirts, and what a fun place to work, the West Bloomfield Police Department. What's this picture all about, Curt?
Well, obviously, police work is serious business, but we also try to have a little bit of fun with what we do. And this is one of the things that we came up with as a recruiting tool. We're competing with all these different police agencies around the state and really around the country for talent. And we want to let people know that, hey, we are serious about law enforcement. I think we do a really great job here, but we also have some fun. And for guys like you and I that are a little bit older, we remember Magnum PI, and that's kind of a spin-off of what this is about. And the detectives were all for it, and they dressed up. And obviously our partnership with Ferrari Collie, they were able to donate a car to us for the day. And the photo shoot turned out really cool, and we got a lot of traction on social media, to say the least.
The only thing I think you guys are missing, I see, someone's got a big mustache, but if you guys are going to do Tom Selleck, you got to all have the big fake mustache. That probably would have been a little bit too much.
Well, everyone there has a mustache, but one person, and I do not like mustaches, so I get a lot of grief about it because it drives me crazy. But they were all in, and they looked great, and it was really beneficial to the police department as a whole.
So, we all watch. I keep using the Lions for every analogy I need these days, but we've all watched the Lions draft and, how important it is for our football team as they get back on track to bring the right people in. And I'm sure the same thing is true at the police department. You want to recruit the best and the brightest to serve us in West Bloomfield. You got a great product, new facility, great community, excellent, really law enforcement tradition here, and then all the fun. But talk about getting the right people here in West Bloomfield.
It's very important that you just don't settle. So we have a staffing of 82 police officers. And, when I started, you might have several thousand people that went for 3 or 4 positions. Now you might get 15 or 20 people that are looking for a couple of positions, but you just can't settle on a body. You have to attract the talent that fits in here in West Bloomfield. Someone that wants to do the community policing, that understands the importance of customer service and professionalism. And if that person isn't part of the 15 or 20 people that are applying, then we need to take a pass and we need to go out and try to find the right people. And then once we bring them into the department, we got to make sure those people are sitting in the right seats so they can be effective within our organization and what we're trying to accomplish.
Well, that's well said, Curt, and you guys obviously do a good job bringing people in. Part of bringing people in is also having nice facilities. I know you're in the middle of a construction project. We talked about when I was through there in the last video shoot about some of the things that you need to have. How's that project coming along?
The project's really going great. It looks good. We're on schedule. We're on budget. We're super excited. This is also going to help us attract that talent that we need. Our police department was definitely looking dated. Our infrastructure, we were having some issues with some leaking roofs and leaking sewage, so that wasn't good. And all of those things are being fixed. And I think when we get our new recruits in here, 22, 23-year-olds, they're going to look around this facility. They're going to see the equipment and the training that we offer and that the township offers, and they're going to want to stay for a long time.
All right. Well, thank you for keeping us safe. Please extend my thanks to all the first responders. Anything we missed today? Anything else you want to mention?
Well, I just want to give a little update on construction because that's always fun this time of year.
Sure.
And as you know, on 14 Mile between Farmington and Drake, that's going to be closed until almost the fall. They're doing some construction there on the roadway. We have Union Lake in Commerce Township that is closed at Wise for the next week. And then on June 3rd and 4th, at the roundabout at 14 Mile in Farmington, that will be closed for some repaving. So that's what's going on in and around West Bloomfield construction-wise.
How do you close a roundabout? Does that just mean nobody is getting through that intersection?
I think that's what it means, but I'm not going near it, so I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks for the warning. We'll keep reminding people. I appreciate it. Curt, thank you very much. We'll see you this weekend at the food truck rally.
Sounds great. Thank you, Dave.
All right, very good. Curt Lawson, West Bloomfield Police Department. We're going to take a quick break. We return. Brian Peterson-Roest joins us from Bees in the D. This guy cares more about bees than anyone, and bees right now do need a helping hand for all the work that they do for us. So we'll find out more about that in just a moment when the Splash Live continues.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Like what you see? Beautiful works of art, masterworks of metal, and accomplishments of artistry will be on display near you. All kinds of artists from all walks of life come together to celebrate their skill and appreciate their work's beauty. Hot Works presents the 2023 Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. Stop by July 29th and 30th between 2 and 10 p.m. between Powers and Daly off of Orchard Lake Road.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is,
fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
And now, back to the Splash, live.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Splash Live, part of 90 Minutes Live, local television each and every day, right here on Civic Center TV. Very good to have you with us. I'm Dave Scott. Tyler Keefe will be checking in just a couple of minutes with the MegaCast, and we thank you for being a part of our programming and all of our outlets. One of our great partners here in West Bloomfield through the Parks and Recreation Department, and of course just directly with Civic Center TV, is an organization that we met a couple of years ago, and they are fantastic. Bees in the D. And joining us now from Bees in the D is Brian Peterson-Roest. Brian, good morning. Good to have you back on.
Good morning. It's always great to be with you.
Well, thank you for being here. So I saw your Facebook post this morning. It got me inspired to give you a call, and thank you for joining us here on short order. Your post said our 6th beehive tour in 4 days. Wow, you are busy taking people around and showing them beehives. What is a beehive tour, Brian?
So we love partnering up with West Bloomfield Parks, and we also partner up with Southeast Michigan Girl Scouts. And we together brought back the Girl Scout patch for beekeeping. And so a lot of those tours were with Girl Scouts, but a couple of them, the ones yesterday, were with West Bloomfield. And it's almost like you just get to shadow what I do as a beekeeper. We suit you up, we go in the hives. Beforehand, we do quite a bit of education about the different tools that are used, about the equipment, all of that stuff. And then what I'm looking for in a hive to make sure that those bees are healthy and flourishing. And so it's kind of like you're a, for lack of a better term, fly, or should I say bee on the wall, enjoying the tour with me.
Brian, listen, I live a very dangerous lifestyle. I fly airplanes, I got a motorcycle, I do all this dangerous work. I'm up on ladders, and you couldn't get me anywhere near a bunch of bees. They scare the living daylights out of me. Now, I know that's a phobia. How you know, this is what you've done your whole life, but I'm sure I'm not the exception.
Okay, challenge accepted, first of all.
Okay.
I will get you in a hive.
All right.
But I do want to share, yesterday, one of the young men with his mother from West Bloomfield, that was the whole reason that they came for this hive tour. He has a fear of flying insects. And I say that because it's not just of bees, because we have wasps, we have hornets, we have many different kind of flying insects. And so together with his mother, they wanted to suit up to experience this, to kind of, I wouldn't say tackle the fear, but try to understand it a little bit more. And he was amazing. I was so proud of him. But I also respect that. So with our tours, if you feel more comfortable standing back a little bit more, of course, I'm going to honor that. I want you to be at the level that you feel comfortable, because I get it. I'm deathly scared of heights. Here I have beehives up on rooftops, up on some of them, way up on quite a few floors. But yeah, most people walk away with a totally different perspective than what they thought was going to happen. And that's one thing I love about us talking in the beginning about expectations, what they think is going to happen, and then talking with them after. And a lot of times, many of those misconceptions, those feelings have melted away.
I know you're going to say, oh, the bees are a lot more afraid of you than you should be of them. But leaving that aside for a minute, bees are critical. We all know. I mean, we learned very young in school that without the bees doing all the work to get the pollen from point A to point B, nothing else happens. Nothing really grows. Our whole ecosystem falls apart. How the bees doing? Are they? And we've heard that the bees have really had challenges in the last couple of decades.
And
how's it going?
Yeah, that's one reason we exist. And I want to remind everybody that we are bees in the D, not honeybees in the D. The honeybee population actually is pretty steady. And that's because of individuals like me or backyard beekeepers, because it is a hobby and it's therapeutic. And so the populations for honeybees are not too alarming. They have dropped. It's some of our native bees that we really need to get the word out there to help with that loss of habitat, to help with lack of pesticides and not using them, to help with some of the diseases that now are ailing some of our pollinators. But the great thing is we get to use the honeybees because they are a superorganism, form large colonies. They are actually livestock. We can go in and we manage them to make sure that they're healthy, and people can get up close and see that whole metamorphosis, the life cycle of that bee, everything that's going on in that hive, because that's also happening with a lot of our native bees, which, by the way, there's 460 just in Michigan, different kinds of bees, 4,000 in the United States and 20,000 worldwide. But the honeybees give us a window so that we can talk about it and have this narrative and talk about how we can help our bees and our pollinators as a whole. So yeah, the news is not the best. It was really popular, and you're hearing more about the monarchs, which are an important pollinator too. Their numbers are declining, but these bees are indicator species. It's telling us that we need to make some changes because, like you said, they are so important to our ecosystem, and then for us selfishly as humans, to our food industry.
Brian Peterson-Roest with us, Bees in the D. So a couple quick questions where we have to go. First of all, I was just wondering, are there bees in like dense urban environments? I mean, you go to downtown Detroit where there's not a whole lot of agriculture. I mean, there's flowers everywhere, but do bees exist essentially everywhere?
Yes, and actually, here's a misconception that I'm so excited to share with you. We work with another company called Best Bees that also does urban beekeeping in other cities around the nation. And their founder is an entomologist, and he studies bees. That's what he does for a living. And so they're doing a lot of data, and we're helping with some of that data that actually bees flourish and do better in an urban environment, even better than our rural environments.
Interesting.
Here's why. There is a more diversity of plant life. I even heard you say there's plants or flowers everywhere, but Detroit is even more prime for it because we have become an urban garden city because of all the vacant lots. And so our bees that we have right downtown, whether it's on the Shinola Hotel, the Foundation Hotel, on the Convention Center, those bees are flourishing and doing better than even our bees that are up at Blake's out in the rural areas.
Well, I'm glad I asked. Brian, I got to go. We're out of time. Can you provide people with your information so they can find out very quickly about your organization?
Definitely. We are at beesinthed.com and on social media at beesinthed. We share a lot more. You can see I could go on forever with educational stuff, but you can find it there. And we have a lot of fun events and places that people can get involved with our organization.
All right,
as
and
well.
thank you very much. A great connection to West Bloomfield Parks and our organization. Good to see you again. Brian, thank you very much for joining us. Hey, we're out of time. We start talking bees, and it's like, boom, we got to go. Have a great day. Thank you very much for being with us. See you bright and early tomorrow morning right here on The Splash Live. Have a great day, West Bloomfield.